One of our newest partners, Light Media Industries, has really caught our vision and is helping us communicate it on a whole new level.
Light Media Industries is a lighting solutions provider. We have some very unique patented products that are durable, they're flexible, and they're extremely energy efficient. And what our technology allows us to do is basically wrap light on any surface. So for promotional purposes, you can really light anything up. And it kind of goes along with our saying, we can bring your brand to light. When Diane shared her heart with me about building a difference, it really touched us. When we heard her vision about helping children and really encouraging them, and then all about building the kingdom, that was enough for us. We were sold. It was like, whatever we can do to help with this project, we want to. Statistically, the most effective way to reach the greatest amount of people is vehicle wrap advertising. You wrap a vehicle, it's a mobile billboard basically going all over the place. So what we wanted to do is take our proprietary technology that actually illuminates a vehicle wrap and put it on this RV. That would be the most effective way that we could help with their cross-country tour.
It usually takes 6 to 8 weeks to make a custom side that size. The logo is very large because we're actually putting on the entire side of the RV. Normally we can pump out signs in about a week, but with the detail that we're giving to the sign, it's going to take a little bit longer. You work with the artist and the installer to determine the biggest challenges of the vehicle. The curves, the obstacles, the vents, how will it lay out? So then you get your bleeds right, you get the end points and start points of the artwork, and then you start to apply it. Once we make that decision, then you literally have to print all the artwork. For this particular lap, we used a 3M product, pretty much the most expensive on the market. Then we load it on the machine, and then you'll actually see it go through the machine. It pretty much slides, prints a little tiny inch at a time. We'll actually print the entire 150-foot roll at one time. We'll just sit back and watch it reel up, and then once it's done, we'll switch it out and print the other side of the vehicle on the other roll. Once the art's done, we then have to laminate it. The lamination adds a UV protective coat on it, so that basically it can take the sunlight and actually last between 3 and 5 years. Once that's done, we cut it out, and we actually then start applying it to the actual RV.
Right now we're doing a pre-rinse on the RV, getting rid of any road grime or pollen so that when we put the wrap on, it will stick very nicely and won't peel off.
And once that's all done, prepared, it's ready for us to hand over to the installer.
Yeah, you're good.
Ray is our most talented installer. Ray pretty much travels around domestic United States. His skill set is extremely high, and that's why Ray, for us, is kind of our premier go-to guy with gigantic products of this importance.
Once the vehicle is prepped, everything's been removed and it's been cleaned, we measure each panel individually, then we'll mark it on the vehicle so we know exactly the placement of every panel. Once we've decided the placement is correct, we'll start on one end and we'll slowly work one panel at a time. From time to time we do jobs like this where it's not just an advertisement, there's something behind it, where it's not just selling a product, it's something that's going to help other people. We get excited about that.
In the world we live in today, every single time you turn on the television or you look at the internet, there's so much hate, there's so much crime, there's just so much violence. There's all of these things that just constantly bombard you with negativity. So I think that whether you're a youth or an adult, it's so important that to get behind programs that really show the love in this world, show the compassion, show that there's a lot of good people and there's a lot of good things happening. And if we just get together and we focus on those good things, we focus on love, together we can really build a difference.
A lot of thought and planning went into this design. Every photo was specifically chosen because each one has its own story. People will recognize familiar faces from past episodes that they have come to love. And they'll also meet some of our new friends from around the world.
The back is extraordinarily special to me. It is based on a picture of a little girl in the Philippines whose community for generations has made their entire livelihood from living in a trash dump. But now, she is starting to climb out of her poverty, inspired by the sight of people heading her way with movements of compassion, ready to build a difference in her life.
When you stand back and look at it in full, you realize that this is a beautiful picture of the gospel. You see people loving God by loving people. in amazing and creative ways. Ultimately, we are sharing stories of hope about people building communities here at home and then spreading this love overseas that's impacting nations and restoring lives. It's a ministry about supporting families through heartfelt service and community outreach. And if each one of us would just dare to step out beyond our own borders and seize those specific moments in our lives that challenge us and puts our faith in motion, then hurting people will see the real love that God has for them. That can result in the restoration of their lives, both physically and spiritually. And that is what Building a Difference and this tour is all about.